Hello guys and welcome back to Speed of Light, and today we will be checking Calculator app part 2 out. So this might seem like it took me a really long time, but really it's not. 47 lines of code, that's not a big deal to me if you ask. But yeah, so it's a continuation to our original Calculator app, which it's just like, it's really simple, and I don't want to do anything to it at the moment. This is all I can do is make a new one. Like, this is like the original. Oh my god. Okay. So this is the original, and yeah. So I want to explain how you can make this into a real proper calculator, because this is fine, like adds, multiply, division, and subtraction. But to be frank, if you pass like grade 1 or grade 2, there'll be more operations. Like, let's say on grade 4, you learn something like square, okay? Now, something like that, okay? And you want to use a calculator for it. And if you're a person like me and just don't want to type in 3 and 3 and multiply it and try to make it like a square using these operations, well, it's a perfect video for you, because this is a way to just like trick the calculator basically, okay? Because this is good enough. This is good enough for like, time being once I first created, but this is much more better, and I'll explain how to do this, okay? So if you want further explanation on first how to do this part of the code until line 22, be sure to check out our tutorial. So it's like it's on YouTube. It's the one, and then yeah. So you can pause this video and just be right back, because I'm kind of complicated, But in summary, I'm just gonna explain it now, because why not? So in summary, all it is that you're creating two variables, and then you are just adding. You are assigning an operation to it. So if we go number 1, number 2, and then we just go add, well, that's add. So you just like, you basically connect these two with these two, okay, which is really easy. All you have to do in code.org, at least, all you have to do is just get number, and then you just like assign the operation on the text label that you want it to be on. So if you want to be over here, you can be over here. Again, and yeah, okay, you can make it in your own design. It doesn't have to be like this or like this. This is just the way that I came up with, because yeah, it just looks cool, okay, if you ask me. But yeah, so moving on to the new operations. Now, how do you do these new operations? Okay, so how do you do this? Well, you basically do this, okay? You first have to design this app, of course, but yeah. So once you're done with that, you have to type in all this code, okay? Which shouldn't take you too long, because it's literally right over here. So I'll just like put it over here for a second or two. Okay, so now let's move on. So we got mat square root, okay? So this is our first operation, square root, okay? Now if you don't know what this is, it's basically, taking a number and multiplying, not multiplying, doing a power of it by 1/2, okay? I'm gonna explain what power is in just a minute, because that is our next operation. But okay, so how did I do this? Well, just go to mat, okay? Or first, create a new variable, of course, don't forget, okay? Because we need that, okay? And then we just assign it, and then I recommend doing this, making one more, unless you want yours really complicated, like, only like one box. You can do that. No, basically limits on that. there's no limits on that. But for now, I'm just gonna do it like this to make it more easier. Just add two of these, okay? It's just easier, okay? So square root number, okay? So that's a variable name, okay? And then now we'll take this, and we'll just basically, and then we'll like link it up with this, okay? And then we'll basically just like, do the operation. And this is the one where we find it's the last one. Yeah, so you can just like scroll down to it, or if you have a very big screen, then you can just like, it's the last one. So, yeah, okay, and then next, and just to show it works, we'll just go over here, type in 4, and we just like do square root, and it becomes 2, which, I mean, that's what it's supposed to do, and it did do it. So, what is power, okay? Power is basically saying, like, let's say 2 to the power 3. Now I'm multiplying, okay, 2, okay, like 3 times. So 2 times 2 times 2, okay? Now that is 8. And if my math is correct, then this is correct also, okay? So, that's not the one. We'll go over here. Oh, I typed in the wrong thing. And we go over here, 2 times. Well, there you go. That's 8, and then that's basically it for power. Okay, so I mean it's a really small thing. You have to use these old ones now, number 1, number 2, because I mean it's just easier. Okay, and then you just like link them up and use the operation power. Okay, now for the rest of this we're gonna be using power, since I mean that's the operations that we have. Now square, what is a square? So any number to the power 2. So like 3 squared will be 9, since 3 times 3 is 9. And to show that, we'll just do 3 squared, which is 9. Okay, so yeah, and if you want to test it out, here it is. Okay, you think if I did my math wrong. Here, 3 times 3 equals to 9, as you can see. So yeah, okay, so my calculator is working fine so far. Okay, and then you do the same thing as last time. You will make a variable for it, and then you just link it up. Now keep in mind though, you don't have to do that for all the ones like I did for the rest. I mean, for power you don't have to do it. I mean, it's just really easy. You just do that. But for cube, you need a variable, okay? And then you just link it up to whatever text thing that you want to do, like a text anything. Now, if you're wondering what's a cube, it's basically any number to the power 3. Okay, so like 3 cube, okay? So if I just run this code here, okay? Oh my god, okay. So 3 cube would be 27, okay? Since 3 times 3 times 3 equals to 27, okay? Again, I'm just doing this, okay? So there you go, it's 27, okay? And yeah, okay, so now, finally, we are in our last operation, which is cube root, okay? And you know how I said that square root is any number to the power 1/2. Well, cube root is any number to the power 1/3, okay? Which makes this a whole lot easier. So now, if you just go over here, and I type in whatever cube root wants to do, like 27, it just show up as 3, and I'm correct, okay? So, yeah, so if we type in 27 cube root, okay, and if I type in that, it's 3. So that's basically it, okay? And yeah, I mean that's pretty much it. If you want me to add more operations to this, make sure to stay tuned. It has been a long time since I've done this, so so thank you for watching, and hopefully, yes, I'll see you next time, I guess. Bye.